Hey there, everyone, and welcome to the update for today, which was Tuesday, the 23rd of June, here in 2026. And I'm coming to you today from my parents' town here in Central Oregon. It's a little town called Redmond, and I'm actually up here near the top of a butte up here, and hopefully have a hard time seeing what the camera is seeing when I'm holding it in this mode. But this is the town of Redmond, as seen from the top of a little butte-like thing. The airport's going to be right over there. When I flew down here a bunch of times year and a half ago, there's a 23-minute flight from my airport to here, and I was on that thing several times. I'm happy Alaska Airlines offers it. Yeah, that's right there. That's big long strip that has a bunch of buildings on it that's kind of like between these trees and all of that. That is Highway 97, which ultimately connects to, you can take that all the way north to Hood River. I'm sorry, not to Hood River, but to, what's the name of that place? The Dalles. Or you can take it that way down to Bend. Let's see. Mountains off in the background kind of are heading back towards where I live in the Portland area, although these ones are not nearly close enough. Actually, more authentically, Portland's kind of that direction-ish. But yeah, and looking towards, let's see, when I stayed several nights in hotels around here, all those hotels are kind of near the airport over there. Actually, I lied. One of the places I stayed was they're actually right over here in that area. And yeah, so that's kind of a look at my parents' little town here. Yeah, it is a little misleading. If you look at this, you'll see it looks like all sorts of trees and stuff, but the reality of it, when you're looking at it closer, there's more scenery like this than what the trees and whatnot lead you to believe over there. So anyway, it's a pretty town, and I've honestly, if I had to do it again, I would have come up here or come down here a lot more over the last 20 years than I did. I prioritize so much of work and being in town and all that type of stuff that, everybody gets to the end and wishes they spent more time visiting their parents. And well, of course I do too. And given the fact that they live in such a neat little place, I'm not going to say, perfect or anything, because I mean, that's what you saw down there is pretty much the entire town, at least the main part of town. And yeah, but it is a nice place, and the weather is amazing in that there are more days like this than the overcast and cloudy and rainy and crappy days that where I live over in Portland, I complain about for 9 months of the year. So Michael, you complain about rain all the time, and your parents had this place for 20 years in a place where it rarely ever rained, and you didn't go there very often. Yep. In hindsight, I would have spent more time showing you guys pictures and things like this back on when I was doing Facebook, just pictures and things of this area if I actually was into making good decisions and whatnot. So yeah, so I'm still here, and helped Mom out again today. Mom is still recuperating from the procedure she had done yesterday. I think a little bit more painful than we expected, but honestly, looking it up, it's she's doing well with it. So yeah, so that was good news, but I've been here kind of to support her with that. So and still kind of doing that. I'm currently on a little walk here, to enjoy some of this sunshine here while wandering around. We also went to we also donated some stuff. Of course, Mom has a lot of stuff she needs to get rid of, and so loaded up the caravan, and we took it down to a place called Brightside, which is an animal hospital that has a donation center around here. Mom specifically wants to offer as much stuff to them as possible, as well, you know, it supports animals, and she loves her cat, and for that matter, I love her cat too. But anyway, so we took a whole bunch of stuff down there, and which is always a good thing, and they were able to accept the vast majority of it. And honestly, that gets me into another interesting topic, and that is, of course, passing a tennis court right now. That's those sounds that you hear back behind me. I wonder who's winning. But anyway, another interesting issue of, well, having to make difficult decisions about getting rid of some stuff. Obviously, Mom and Dad have 20 plus years worth of stuff in that place, and there's already been a lot of it that has either been given away or donated, such as this. And of course, the renovation project that I'm undergoing at my place right now is going to be, a large part of that is accommodating other things that Mom can't take with her either. And I know it's not trendy or cool or whatever to have what is essentially an inheritance bit of furniture in your place, but that is something I will be doing. As a matter of fact, the bed that I'm sleeping in when I'm visiting here will ultimately become my bed here in like 2 months. So there is that, and it's going to be a massive upgrade for me, but wish it wasn't for this reason, but yeah. So yeah, with that being said, another nice perspective of Redmond area. My folks do, well, there's a neighborhood here in Redmond that's kind of on top of or on the side of a bluff, which is kind of funny given that my neighborhood is kind of along the side of a hill. Mom and Dad's neighborhood is near the side of a hill. So, and just like any other time when you're near a place where there's this bit of a hill, a breeze can pick up every now and again, and thus here we are. But anyway, yeah, so we donated a bunch of stuff, and Mom's constantly lamenting the idea that she perceives that a lot of folks in my generation, whatnot, have no use or appreciation or whatever for things like dishware and furnishings that her generation and whatnot cherished and whatnot, which probably has some truth to it, you know. And I wish that I could, you know, open up my place and take everything that had any sort of value to them whatsoever, because Mom is going to be moving to a place, Alaska, that is really hard to move anything to. So thus we're in this kind of predicament. I should have mentioned that outright or at the beginning, but anyway, so that's kind of what's prompting all this. But anyway, she does wish that there was more kind of appreciation for some of these things, but at least make some money for the animals, and you know, a couple of nice pieces will have a home at my place ultimately. But anyway, thanks for joining me all the way to the end. I'm pretty much out of time now, and I guess I'll wrap up my walk here and begin making my way back to the house. Thank you. Thanks for joining me, everyone, and I'll look forward to talking to you again tomorrow. Ciao for now.